Yo, what's good, family? Too Fast 18 back. And you already see what I have up, man. Big nerfs and buffs. March 27th. Update notice is up, and people are dreading. And some people are happy at what they see. So let's jump into it so I can explain to you guys what I think personally is viable still, what's good, what's gonna be probably the new shit that you see because of these buffs. Them shit's crazy, man. Anyway, alright, so first thing first, they buffed the awakening effects. So basically, when you awaken your units, usually they get a percentage. Before, as you can see, like for effectiveness, it's 3% to 6%. Now it's gonna be 6% to 12%, which is big. Man. Crit chance 6% to 8%. That's big, man. That's big because honestly, well, before it was 3, now it's gonna be 6, then it's gonna be 8. So, for example, let me give you a quick example. Shuri, right? Shuri, there's a lot of people that build Shuri and they probably have like 97 or 98 crit rate, and they just can't complete it, and that little small 3% is messing them over where they can't. Sometimes they won't crit. Now they'll get that little slither that they were missing of crit to be at 100. So you know what, congratulations to y'all made it. You see what I'm saying? All right, so next one is the big one. So Clary's getting a big ass nerf, in my opinion. Big to the point where she can't be used? Hell nah, man. Come on, she specialty changed. That'd be messed up. Ain't no Tierra and fucking Elsa nerf. But what they did do is they had her third skill, which was very OP. They increased the cooldown by 1 turn. So before, as you can see, she provoked decreased defense 2 turns, cooldown 5 turns, can be reduced to 4 turns. And with that violent proc, sometimes that shit was just 2 turns, and that shit was back up to D-spell. Now, they increased it to 6 turns and could be reduced to 5 turns, which is not too bad, right? Until you see this part right here. the big one right here, man. The big one right here. Trust rune. That's the rune that basically, as you can see, has a 15% chance to grant an extra turn. That's your violent proc. They're removing that shit completely. And now it has a max 10% chance to increase combat readiness of caster by 50% at the end of the turn. Which, in my opinion, that's still fucking viable. You just make her faster and take advantage of that 50%. Yeah, it's 10% chance, but I mean, it'll still happen. This game is RNG based any fucking way, damn near, man. All right, so I would say don't recall your glory. Personally, I'm not recalling my shit. You know how much work I put into this chick? I'm not recalling that. MolaGora, I'm not recalling that, dog. Nah, I'm gonna keep her. I think she's still viable in PvE, even in fucking PvP, man. Cause sometimes you just need her to dispel once anyway, and just shut shit down. Still viable in Guild Wars. Do not re-roll your Chloe, in my opinion. She is still a good fucking 3-star at that. So don't recall her, man. Keep her. All right, next one is Specimen Sez. I don't have Specimen Sez, but I tried them out in the fucking little preview stuff, and I feel like you can't tell much from it. It seems simple, but when you like implement artifacts and stuff, it's hard to just be like, oh, this unit suck when you don't have it. But from what I see, he got a major buff. So before his Dreamy Mace, he attacks with Iron Mace with a 30% chance to stun enemy for 1 turn. Now he attacks with Iron Mace with a 50% chance to stun him. Yo, 50% is a lot, B. That's a lot. And that's his first skill. Imagine like Dust Devil and Rihanna and shit. Those R2 artifacts. I mean, boy. Boy, okay, I see you out here. What else? So they did his Evil Claws as well. So before Evil Claws, attack all enemies, increasing combat readiness by 50%. That's pretty cool. So now, though, attack all enemies with Evil Claws with a 30% chance to stun for 1 turn, and that was before he even awakens. After you awaken him, he attacks all enemies with Evil Claws, 30% chance to stun for 1 turn, before increasing his combat readiness by 50%. That is an AoE stun with a combat readiness boost. 50% is a lot. I don't think people understand 50%. That's why with that Chloe shit, 50% is a lot, my G. Trust me. I have units that be buffing this shit by 50%. That shit is remarkable, son. Anyway, oh, they did his fucking S3 as well. Okay, so attacks the enemy with a light storm. If the enemy is stunned, penetrates their defense. That was before. Now, attacks man with a light storm resets cooldown of light storm if the enemy is defeated. If the enemy is stunned, penetrates their defense. Holy fuck. This man can clean up shit if he stuns. Yo. I don't know his base speed and stuff, but yo. This man is awesome now. I like that though. I'm glad he's a fucking net 5 ML. Like, come on, son. Come on. That's dope. I'm happy. Shout out to all you ML havers out there, man. Good job. Y'all OP now. Alright, so Spectral Tenebria. She definitely need a fucking buff, man. Big time. So, what's she do now? Poison blast damage increased by 20%. So attacks with explosive poison energy with a 50% max 70% chance to inflict poison for 2 turns. That's cool. Nightmare Illusion has been changed. When an enemy is debuffed, the range of poison blast extends to 2 enemies. Damage dealt by poison enemies decreased by 20%, max 30%. When the effect is granted more than once, only the strongest effect is applied. That was before. Now, the caster cannot be targeted if allied heroes remain. Every time someone is defeated, the caster attack and defense will increase by 7%, max 10%, can be stacked up to 5 times. Nigga, what? What? Why? What? Nigga, wait a minute. What? Yo, this is crazy. That's crazy. Yo. That's gonna be sick in PvE. Jesus Christ. Wow, so every time someone defeats the caster, she get a buff. Yo, this is like the Abyss shit, where they be getting like these fucking buffs every time something happens. Like every time they get a turn, they attack and speed stack. This is what she get, attack and defense. That's dope. And that bitch get a free stealth, my nigga. Cause Nightmare Illusion, you know, you gotta live up to the damn name. It's like an illusion, you can't see. Damn. So she's just throwing out poison while being, as long as your allies remain. Yo, okay. Good for her. I'm happy because I have a guildie, like 2 of them that have her, and they don't dislike her, but they ain't using the bitch. Glad for her. Oh, there's still more about her? Goddamn. So -2 skill enhancement has been changed. -2, -3 damage, -5. Oh, -5. Well, I'm saying negative. After plus. No. Cool. Okay. Oh, there's still more? What the fuck? Attacks enemy with a nightmare crystal, decreasing the combat readiness of all remaining enemies by 50% if the enemy is defeated. Okay. Oh, that was before awakening. Now, after awakening, attacks when decreasing the combat readiness of all remaining enemies by 50% when the enemy dies. Damage dealt increases proportional to the number of debuffs inflicted on the enemy. Okay. Now, alright. Attacks with a nightmare crystal stun the enemy for 1 turn. Decrease the combat readiness of all remaining by 50% if the enemy is defeated. So, what? Okay, so let's just read. After awakening, attacks with a nightmare crystal and stun enemy for 1 turn. Decrease the combat readiness of all remaining enemies by 50%. If the enemy is defeated, damage dealt increase proportional to the number of debuffs inflicted on the enemy. Huh. But if the enemy is stunned and then killed, I mean, I guess. I mean, if you're doing both in one, it's like, what's the point of stunning them? Just so you get the added effect? I don't know if I like that shit. I don't know if I like that. Like, I don't have this unit, so I can't just, I don't know. That's why I hate to give my opinion on things I don't have. But I'm going to ask my guildie, because he has her built-in shit. Shout out to Poopa. I think that's how he says his name. Anyway, auxiliary lots. So before, he attacks with a magic sphere. Increase attack of caster for 1 turn. Now, well, after awakening. So now attacks with a magic sphere increase the combat range of caster by 15%. Okay. Okay, I guess. Mana injection. Before, injects an ally with mana, increase the attack for 1 turn and combat readiness by 80%, max 1%. After awakening, injects ally with mana, increase the attack for 2 turns and combat readiness by 8%, max 100. So now the new one. Injects an ally with mana, increase attack for 2 turns and combat readiness by 100%. So after injects an ally, I feel like I repeat myself. Attack for 2 turns and combat readiness by 100% before increasing the caster attack for 2 turns and combat readiness. Oh, so he gets a buff as well to his combat readiness. To his turn, okay. Okay. I guess. Yo, so he's buffing and moving as well. That's pretty fucking good. Yo, this might be some shit that you're gonna see in arena for damn sure. Cause I don't really see him. You know, I feel like people only use him on offense, not on defense. So we'll see. Alright, so there's still more. Attack all enemies by releasing strong mana with a 50% max 75% chance to silence for 1 turn. Attack all enemies. This is after. Attack all enemies by releasing strong mana. Oh, silence for 2 turns. That's pretty fucking good. Yo, this nigga is about to be a problem. Guild Wars arena. That's gonna be a problem. Silence for 2 turns is big, my dude. But hey. The main one I want to get to right here. Kitty Clarissa. All that shit I just read about Ox Lots and all that shit. This is his counter right here, B. This is his counter right here. I just got another one last night. Kitty Clarissa, that is. And I imprinted her and built her. I didn't even know they were going to buff her. I kind of felt like she needed a buff. I didn't think it was major, you know. But boy, let's get into this shit. So, she's Dark 4-star. So, Meow, I'm Angry is awakened buff duration will increase by a turn. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. So, before, attack all enemies with a Morning Star while raging with a 60% max 80% chance to make them unhealable for 2 turns if the caster is granted loveliness. Effect chance increased by 20%. So, loveliness she get from doing her 3rd skill. Okay. So this is her 2nd skill they're talking about. After awakening, attack all enemies with Morning Star while raging with a 60% max 80% chance to decrease buff duration by 1 turn and make them unhealable for 2 turns. If the caster is granted loveliness, effect chance increased by 20%, which can make it 100%. Right? Now, though. Attack all enemies with Morning Star raging with a 6% max, 80% chance to make them heal for 2 turns. If caster is granted loveliness, effect chance increased by 20. After awakening, I'm just gonna skip that. Makes them healable for 2 turns. No, wait. Attacks all enemies with a Morning Star raging with a 6% chance, 80% chance to decrease buff duration by 2 turns and make them unhealable for 2 turns. If the caster is granted loveliness, that shit is 100%. That's if you max out the skill, of course. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, son. Y'all don't understand why that's so crazy. Using her, I realized, yo, she cleanses, bro. 2 turn, Chloe, I was using her in arena last night. Chloe did her D-spell, right, and provoked 2 turns of my DN. My Clarissa is faster than my DN. I did her little S3, that meow, I'm ready bullshit. Bro, it's like Falcon of Chloe didn't even get a fucking turn, and that shit is AoE. Now this 2nd skill has a chance to strip, and that's an AoE move. For 2 turns? Bro, what? That is crazy. Alright, let me continue. I'm getting too hyped right now. I'm so cute, meow. Cooldown's been decreased by 1 turn. Good. Will no longer be able to be dispelled? What? Nigga, that is big. Because I did notice you could dispel that fuck shit. Wow, that's big right there. I don't know if they should have done that, nigga, but I ain't gonna play that way. So Wigglestaff cutely decreasing debuff duration on allies by 2 turns and granting the caster immunity and loveliness for 3 turns. Cooldown with 6 turns can reduce to 5 turns. Not no more, nigga, after next week, son. So now she decreasing debuff duration of all allies by 2 turns still and granting the caster immunity and loveliness for 3 turns still, but the cooldowns can be reduced all the way down to 4 turns. And you could only put the red MolaGora into it. You know, it's just one-time thing. So that is dope. 4 turns. And she get immunity for 3 turns. Bro. Yo, this chick. Whoo, that is my answer to a lot of fuck shit out there, boy. Ooh, imagine with like Stark Gauntlet and shit like that. All right, I'll do a video on her completely different. Let's just continue. All right. Next up, Assassin Sid. I actually have him too. When the enemy is defeated, targets the enemy with the least health for 2 turns and increased speed of cast by 30%, max 50%. Okay, so after when the enemy is defeated, increases cast combat readiness by 50%, max 30%, increase attack for 1 turn. Can be activated once per turn. Okay. So skill enhancement will change the following. So before just increase speed. Okay. Increase combat readiness. Percent max 30. Yeah, I don't understand that one. So what does it mean by increase his speed? I feel like I just read it. Oh, okay. Okay, so now it's just the combat readiness instead of the speed. Or is it both? Attacking. Okay, okay, I get it now. All right. So this man, he has like one of the highest, if not the highest fucking base speed in the game. And they're giving him combat readiness boost to go with his S3 silencer 1 turn. That's kind of nuts, bro. It's kind of nuts. I've only fought him 1 time, and the 1 time I fought him Marina, he fucked me over. He like silenced my Judge Kisei, and my cleave was shut the fuck down. Alright, so attack the enemy with a powerful ground pound, silence them for 1 turn, and decrease their combat readiness by 30%. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's speed. That is big. That is big. I didn't know it would scale off his speed. I mean, that's not new. But attacks the enemy with a powerful ground pound, silence them for 1 turn, and decrease their combat 30%. Damage dealt increases proportional to casters and the enemy speed. The caster and the enemy speed. Wow. Okay. So now, what does it do? Attacks the enemy with a powerful ground pound, silence them for 1 turn, decrease their combat by 50%. Damage dealt increases proportional to cast speed after awakening. The enemy silence them for 1 turn, decrease combat readiness 50%, and increases proportional to the caster and enemy speed. So this nigga is shutting down. This might be like an anti-Litica, like to shut Litica down if you need be, because that bitch is fast too. Huh. See, I don't utilize him. I don't use him, so I wouldn't know what people were trying to shut down on turn 1. I mean, it could be anything, but with Will Runes or Will Gear making their turn of meta, I don't know how good this will be. You know? I guess this is also good to shut down Shadow Roses, of course. Yeah. Whatever. All right, next up, Tywin. Tywin I do not have, but let's read it anyway. All out attack and decreased defense chance will be increased. Dope. So before he attack all enemies with a sword storm with a 50/max 75% chance to decrease defense 2 turns and increase defense of the caster for 3 turns. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. Wow. So AoE defense break. So now, oh my Jesus Christ, attack all enemies again after a sword storm with a 75% max 100% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. Increase defense of the caster for 3 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. That is big, dude. 100%. If, like, you know, of course, MolaGora and shit, but they reduced the cost of MolaGora, so this probably should be easy to do. Fucking A, Tywin. Okay, I see you, nigga. Alright, Cecilia. Is she making a fucking return, my dude? Because I remember there used to be a cluster of her in Arena. She kind of disappeared, fell off a little. But let's see what they did. So Retribution provoked chance to be increased. So before, attack all enemies with a spear infused with a dark energy with a 60% max 75% chance to provoke for 1 turn, granting a barrier to the caster for 2 turns. Damage dealt and barrier share increases proportional to the max HP. Now, Retribution. Attack all enemies with a spear infused with dark energy with an 85% max 100% chance to provoke for 1 turn, granting a barrier to the caster for 2 turns. Damage and barrier strength increases proportional to the caster's max health. So she went to 100% as well. Provoke AoE. That's pretty big. That is big. I ain't gonna front. Because before, you know, it was hit or miss. Now it's like, nigga, you about to get hit with this bullshit, boy. Attack me, boy. Anyways, she might make a return. I don't know. I feel like there's other buffs that are going on that's gonna be kind of outplay her. Maybe in Guild Wars, in Guild Wars that's gonna be real viable. Next one up, somebody that I secretly been thinking about, and I have made attempts to build him. I just don't know how yet. I got some gear on him. Is this man Basar? Basar is gonna be the shutdown for the will meta, in my opinion. I will say this. Since he's a mage, you know what? No, never mind. We'll get into that later. Let's just read the changes, right? So Sandstorm's cooldown would be decreased by 1 turn. So attack all enemies with sand magic, dispelling all debuffs. That's before awakening. After awakening, attack all enemies with sand magic, dispelling all buffs and making them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. Cooldown with 6 turns can be reduced to 5 turns. Now, boy. Attack all enemies with sand magic, dispelling all buffs. After awakening now, attack all enemies with sand magic, dispelling all buffs and make them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. Cooldown 5 turns. Now that shit is 4 turns. Yo, that's big. That is big. Shutting shit down. That's what's up, son. That's what's up. Yo, imagine when like Sierra ran on this motherfucker, because he's a mage. You could be dispelling and putting niggas to sleep, boy. Oh, let me stop spilling the tea on this thing before people get smart and wise up. All right, next up, Zerato. I remember telling one of my guildies back in the days that this man will eventually get buffed, so I always kept one ready to go just in case. Tested him out. I like his animation. He's cool looking and this and that, but his damage just wasn't cutting it. So what did they change? So before his ice pick, right? Attack all enemies repeatedly. Attacks the enemy repeatedly, dealing increased damage when the enemy is debuffed. Okay, so that Caldara might be good on him. So after now, attacks the enemy repeatedly, increases combat readiness by 50%. Oh, that's before awakening. So what's after? Attacks the enemy repeatedly, increase combat readiness by 50%. Deals increased damage if the enemy is debuffed. Huh. Pretty viable for a 4-star. I mean, maybe D needs a little more. Oh, wait. They did more shit to this nigga? Hold on. Let's continue. Maybe, let me chill out. So, Iceberg cooldown decreased by 1 turn. Thank you. Good. Attacks on me with Giant Iceberg with a 50% chance to stun for 1 turn. Cooldown 6 turn, max 5 turn. Attack all enemies with Giant Iceberg with 50% chance to stun for 1 turn. Cooldown 5 turn, max 4 turns. Thank you. That shit was way too long, man. Honestly, way too long. Dope. Good shit, Zerato. Good shit. So they got Silk. Man, I haven't used Silk in so long. Shit. Alright, so when attack concentration effects. amount of focus decrease will be reduced. Oh, okay. So before, gains 1 focus at the end of the turn and consumes 2 focus when attacked. If the caster's stack focus is more than 2, single shot, enhance the automatic fire, damage dealt is increased, right? So after, gains 1 focus at the end of the turn and consume 1 focus when attacked. If the caster's stack focus is more than 2, single shot. Okay, so they're not like, if you hit, basically before, let's say if she had 2 stacks and you hit her, she will lose the shit basically. So now there's just 1. So you gain 1 focus at the end of the turn as well anyway. I mean, you did before. But now, when you get hit, you only lose 1. Because before, it was so easy to shut her down so she don't get the automatic fire. Just tap the bitch. With anybody. You could miss. It don't matter. You just tap her. She lose her shit. Alright, so now, she also got storm arrows decrease speed chance will be increased. Really? Fucking A. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Attack all enemies will win with an 80 max 95% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns and grant the increased speed to the caster for 2 turns. After awakening, attack all enemies will win 8% max 95% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns and grant the increased speed to all allies for 2 turns. Now, Storm Arrow is not playing with niggas. It's attacking all enemies will win still, but now it's max 100% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns and granted increased speed for the caster for 2 turns. After awakening, wait, what? After awakening, attack all enemies will win with a max 100% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns and granted increased speed to all allies for 2 turns. That's not bad. That's PvP viable and Guild War viable. You know, also hunts. This is usable everywhere, honestly, because there's a lot of units or what do you call it, bosses and stuff that's not immune to speed slows and stuff like that. So that's a 100% chance that shit will land. That's a lot better, to be honest. You see them shits landing a lot more. Okay, Silk. You know, a lot of people starting out in the game and stuff, they pick up Silk. This is a good buff for them. Nice, 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 Smiley, nice. So cruise it, right? Ice Knight. What does he do? Market protection effect will be changed. Cast a barrier over ally for 2 turns. When an attack causes their health fall below 50%. Oh, this is that Wyvern 11 shit. Barrier strength increase proportional to a target's max health. Can be activated every 2 turns. So now, cast a barrier over an ally for 2 turns. Increase defense for 2 turns. When an attack causes their health fall below 50%. Barrier strength increase proportional to a max. Can be activated every 2 turns. Okay. It's a little buff. Nothing too major, in my opinion. So, MolaGoras will decrease the amount of MolaGoras needed for skill enhancement. Yo, don't Mola nobody, son. Keep your MolaGoras. Don't Mola nobody. Just wait the shit out, bro. And if you pull somebody new, just wait the shit out, bro. Just wait it out. So, what's this? So, okay. So, before 3 stars needed 46. Wait. Requirements decrease. So, okay. So, 33. 4 stars before I need 56. And now it's 39. 5 stars 68. Now it's 48. That's pretty fucking good. Wow. I wonder if they'll keep going lower and lower if you keep complaining. We won't say that about that. All right, so players not be able to exchange full MolaGora for 1 MolaGora gold in a normal section in the in-game shop. Yo, I've noticed that Hoochie was able to sell it for 4, while the one nigga Globicus, he was, you know, you can only exchange it for 5. So you might as well just wait on the day where you can go into the lab and find fucking Hoochie. I think that's his name. How you pronounce it? Whatever, Hoochie. Yeah, he says it, Hoochie, and fucking just get the red MolaGora that way instead of fucking going to Globicus. Fucking rip-off artist, motherfucker. So, Arena Season 2 launch, right? Will be next week as well. And new form of Arena currency, the Arena Season 2 shop will be opened on April 1st. Week update. I think what I will do is I will make a whole nother separate video about Arena. Because I want to, you know, I'm just reading it now and everything. But I want to be able to see what's what and be able to advise people more thoroughly than just, you know, reading this shit. But one of the main things, though, I will say is that, you know, Arena Season 2 will have level 88 equipment gear and some exclusive hero frame. So it gives you an incentive to work towards. So it's like, okay, now I do want to do Arena. Before, you know, a lot of people were falling off like, you know, I already got to this rank. I ain't gonna really do Arena no more. I already bought all the fucking equipment gear. I ain't doing Arena no more. But I guarantee you, they see that level 88? See that shit? Nigga, that shit gonna be bank to get, alright? So you gonna have to do fucking Arena. They ain't playing with y'all niggas. That's why I want this shit to come out first. Because, you know, you read in the lines, but these niggas, they tell you, this shit about to cost like an unknown slate just for one fucking gear, dog. Alright, so decreased cost of charms and conquest point and section in the game shop. Oh, okay, good. 120 was too much, bro. Okay, Hall of Fame, yeah, Powder Shop. What they got in this bitch this time? Oh, they got Cigarette Sight, Elvis Ritual. Oh, they got Rihanna in that bitch? Okay, never. I don't even use this powder shit anyway, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never bought anything. I bought just the great artifact charms. I can't save up enough, goddammit. Anyway, a lot of people want Rihanna. That shit is available now. They got the Aureus in there. Nigga, this shit is the creme de la creme. This shit right here? Whew, this is nice. Yo, Smilegate? Yo, shout out to Smilegate, son. They be giving out good shit, man. We get them a lot of shit, but yeah, y'all niggas be answering to the community. Shout out to Smilegate, dude. That's what's up. That's what's up. Fix the energy. That's what's up. Layla Violin. Nigga, we can't even get this. We can't even get this shit. Okay. I guess Korea got this, right? Fucking segregation at its finest. What is this? The currency change. Exchange rate. According to the countries. Oh, shit. Well, you know. Alright, so that's everything. That's all the nerfs and buffs. Main one for me is the Kitty Clarissa. I feel like that is a big... She is a sleeper. A sleeper hero that I know a lot of people overlook and also didn't understand. So I can't wait till after Patch to make a video about her to show what the fuck she can do. Because I've already tried her out and I was just, you know, like, damn, this is kind of OP. Now they made her even more OP, in my opinion. Also, don't get rid of your fucking Chloris, man. Keep your Chloris. She's still viable. Do not recall your Chloe. Don't be that dude. She ain't get that big of a nerf like Tiara and them. She didn't. She's still fucking viable. Shout out to Specimen Sez and Spectre Tenebres. I'm happy for y'all. I really am. But anyways, thanks guys for joining me in this update. Like, comment, subscribe. I do plan to continue doing these. They're actually kind of fun, you know. But yeah, have a good one, guys.